After having read that section, these are a few things you might have thought of about how the settings might affect the characters. Ravi probably feels like this is his chance to show that he can fit in. He probably also felt pressure to play without his glasses, even though he doesn't see well without them, just to prove himself. For Joe, the setting might have affected him in this way. He probably feels like an outcast. He isn't very athletic and ends up being the last person picked. I'd imagine this is an uncomfortable place for him, and he just wants it to end. Finally, Dylan is probably affected by this setting by being happy about being in gym class. He's selected as captain and feels comfortable enough in this setting to say mean things like, "If we lose because of you, you're going to be sorry, Pud." And so, while Ravi and Joe might have some form of discomfort, Dylan is fitting right in with this. Now, a couple things that I want you to take away from this. Whenever you think of a setting, go beyond just the place and time it's taken place and ask yourself, what kind of place is this? Or what's the mood or atmosphere of this place? Think about that fog. What is that mood that hangs over the setting? And then another question you can ask yourself, how do people treat each other in this place and time? That's really going to give you a good idea of what kind of place the setting is. Now, when you read for your 20 minutes tonight, you want to be asking yourself that exact question. What kind of place is this? And be looking for text details that show you that. And so, with this organizer here, we want to see what book title you have, the page numbers that you're reading, and a quote from the text. And that will help you fill out this section here. I can tell that this, and then you just tell us where it is, school, playground, spaceship, is blank. And here you want to use that precise word. And then tell me why. Give me that analysis of your evidence. For example, for Save Me a Seat, I said, I can tell that this gym class is competitive. That's the precise word I used. And not really concerned with the students' feelings. Joe knew he would be picked last, and Dylan was upset that he ended up with Joe on his team. I'd imagine this freedom makes athletic students happy, but other students might feel really uncomfortable and left out. And then I went ahead and picked that quote to support this. Dylan and Jasleen go back and forth picking teams until finally Henry Futterman and I are the only ones left. Now, if you're doing Where the Mountain Meets the Moon or Doll Bones, part of this is going to be done for you. If you look at the evidence section, I already pulled a quote from the book that you can use to help determine what the atmosphere or mood of this setting is. Now, keep in mind, we do have a couple links here if you need a connection to the PDF of the book or the audio book. But if you're doing your own book, you're going to need to complete this whole section on your own. If you have any questions, of course, email your teachers, send us a private message. But the final thing I'll say is remember to read 20 minutes each night, not just the nights you have ELA. Remember, we're reading for pleasure. We love reading. That's why we're doing this. All right. We will see some of you Friday. Be sure to pop into office hours. I'd love to see you. Bye.